Hey, how's everybody doing today? I just wanted to do a quick video on this scan tool. This company here, VDIAGTOOL, contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to do a review of this scan tool. I told them, sure, send it. I'll do an honest review and I'll show it in action. Now, they claim this is one of the most least expensive scan tools that will do your ABS bleeding. It also does throttle relearn, steering angle system reset, electronic parking brake reset, and oil light reset. And it's a full-fledged scan tool. It has live data, has recording. So let's take this thing out of the box and let's get this thing started and see how it works. The nice thing I like about it off the bat is it's got a nice case to it. Instruction manual's there. It's got a USB-C cord, probably to charge it. So far, it doesn't look bad. It is a corded tool. It's not Bluetooth, but that's all right for this price range. You can't expect Bluetooth. That should be good enough. Let's see here. Get this thing plugged in. And we're on my 2016 GMC Sierra. So let's see what this thing's got. Nice colored display. Okay, so we got diagnosis. That's probably where we're going to click to get into the different modules. Now this does do engine module, transmission module, airbag module, and ABS module. So it does 4 systems. And come down just a little lower at the camera so you can see better. It is updatable. I believe the updates are free for this tool. I think it is lifetime updates. Not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. It's got your generic OBD2. In fact, we're going to go into that right now. That's right. This is not a touch screen, by the way. So you got your buttons. Yeah, you can see the buttons. Going to hit OK to that, and we're just going to see what the OBD2 shows. Specifically, I want to see if it's got the IM readiness monitors. We're going to just do auto scan. Okay, I think we need to be right there on engine. Okay, there we go. This is the screen that I was looking for. So this is your IM readiness monitors. If you're getting ready to go down to get your vehicle inspected, you've got to make sure that all these are saying yes. Misfire monitoring ready, yes. Fuel system monitoring ready, yes. You got some that'll be NA, means that it's not applicable to this vehicle. Now it's saying the evap system is a no. And you can have, on this year, make, and model, here in this state, you can have 1 readiness monitor not ready, and it'll still pass. If it's a 2000 or older, you can have 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of this, and let's go over here to the meat of this scan tool. Let's go ahead and go down here to About, just to see what that shows. There's the firmware version. Okay. You can update it via Wi-Fi or via USB. And of course, you got your settings. Go ahead and click Special Functions. And just real quick, before we even get into anything, let's see. I'm going to click ABS bleed, and we're going to see if it'll walk us through what we need to do. And we'll see if it kicks the ABS pump on. Okay, we're going to go over here too. Now I'm on a GM. Okay, there's G. Where was GM at? Right there. This is a 2016 GMC Sierra. And if I didn't say it earlier, this is one of the most inexpensive. You can get this scan tool for about $150 on Amazon. There's a $30 off coupon, which makes this a very good value since it is a bidirectional scan tool, and you can bleed your brakes, your ABS system. You can reset the steering angle system, throttle body. So if you take your throttle body off, if you clean it, and you need to do a reset on it, this scan tool will allow that. Okay, let's see what this says here. To perform the automated bleed and vehicle learn procedure, follow the service manual and equipment manufacturer instructions. Connect the required brake bleed equipment. Connect battery power or battery charger to 12-volt battery. Turn ignition on. Place transmission in park or neutral position. Ignition must remain in run position during the entire process. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit OK to that. Connect bleeder ball to vehicle and set to 300. OK. Do not open any bleeder screw until instructed. Okay, left front wheel speed sensor. Okay, yep. We're going to hit next to that. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but the ABS pump just kicked on. And what you do, so what this does is if you've got air in your system, you cannot get it all out of the ABS module by doing a conventional brake bleed. You have to have a scan tool that can energize the ABS pump and actuate the solenoids in the ABS module while you're bleeding so that you can get all the air out. Okay, attach bleeder bottle to the right front bleeder screw. Open the right front bleeder screw. So right now, if I was on the right front, then I would open the bleeder screw and then I'd hit OK. And what should happen is the ABS pump should kick on. And it did. Hopefully you can hear that. So right now, if I had the bleeder screw open, it would be pushing all the fluid out of the bleeder screw, and it would be evacuating the air out of the system. You can hear it energizing the solenoids, the ABS pump. Okay, close the right front bleeder screw. So at this point, I would close the bleeder screw, and then I'd hit OK. Okay, attach the bleeder rod with the left front bleeder screw. Open the left front. Now I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because this is going to be the same procedure that the right front. And what it does, it goes around and it does all 4 bleeder ports. It does the same thing. So it just goes through that cycle so that you can get all the air out of it. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that you keep your master cylinder full at all times. So always check your master cylinder. Make sure that you've got plenty of brake fluid in it, because you don't want to run it dry. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this because it's just the same procedure. I'm not going to keep going through the same procedure on all 4 ports because it'd make this video a lot longer. But you can see that it works. It definitely is, you know, doing the job. So let's go ahead and get out of this. That was the ABS bleed. And let's just go over here. Well, first let's take a look at the other things. So of course you can do your oil light reset, your steering angle system reset, and what that's all about. If you get an alignment or if you replace some front end components, you've got to reset the steering angle, your traction control, your lane assist, and a couple other things depend on the computer knowing where your steering wheel is pointed, whether it's pointed straight, 3, 5, 10, 20 degrees to the right or left or whatever. And you can't reset that without a scan tool on a lot of cars. So this scan tool will be able to do that. Of course, your electronic parking brake, if you want to put rear brakes on the back of a car that has a push button electronic parking brake, you have to retract the pistons in the caliper so that you can take the pads on and off. The scan tool will allow that. If you don't have a scan tool to do that, you're not going to be changing the pads yourself. The throttle relearn. If you take your throttle body off, if you have a rough idle or a hesitation from a standstill, sometimes your throttle body just needs to be cleaned. And if you take your throttle body off and you give it a good cleaning with a brush and some brake cleaner, and you put it back on, you need to do a throttle body reset. Not just because you had it off, but because now you've got it clean and you're getting a different amount of air flowing through it whenever the throttle body is in the idle position. So you want to do a throttle body reset to make sure that you're idle and everything is set right. So this scan tool will allow that also. So now let's just go over here to diagnose, and let's go through a typical diagnose scenario here. American, I'm going to go ahead and pick GMC. Sometimes I don't hit this button hard enough. And we're just going to do an automatic scan. We'll see how long it takes. That is the VIN to this vehicle. Okay, that is all the information. Oh, look at that. Built in Mexico. Huh. Okay, so engine control module. This is a L83 5.3 liter. And the transmission we have is the M5U. It's the 8-speed. And so we got trouble codes. Let's click that just to see. So we got display or clear. Okay, there's no codes. Okay to continue. Now we'll hit escape. Identification information. Oh, see, now this is a very nice feature. This is actually giving you the part numbers and software numbers that you have in the module itself. Why that's important is because if you're having a problem, it may not be anything mechanical. It may simply be that you need a software upgrade, and you can actually check to see what the software is. And GM's got a website, as most manufacturers do, that you can actually go and check. You put your VIN in, and it will tell you what the latest software is for, say, the engine control module, the transmission control module, the airbag, whatever. And if there's an updated software for it, you can update that module. Not with this scan tool. In most cases, you'd have to take it to a shop that has that ability, or the dealership. You can do it at home, but that's a whole different video. And then, of course, we got data display. So let's take a look at some data. We're just going to hit engine data. I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle. Okay. And there we have it. Pretty responsive data communication. Now, let's see here. Okay, here's some O2. O2 bank 1, sensor 1. I'm going to hit the function button, and that puts a check mark right there next to that PID, and I'm going to hit OK. And there we go. We got a graph. Look at that. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice indeed. And it's got both of them there. Hopefully that's all coming through. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Like I said, this scan tool can be bought for about $150. I'll put a link to that so that you can get a $30 off coupon applied. So yeah, it seems like this scan tool is a very capable unit. That's about all I got. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.